What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the show today. I am on my way over to the dealership at the moment. It is November 15th today. It's a cold one. We got our first real snow a couple days ago. About 5 inches, but it somehow has all melted, thankfully. And not thankfully, I mean, I just got a new snowboard, so I'm hoping to go snowboarding soon. So hoping for some good snow. But this got me thinking, every year about this time, I start to get people asking me, how's your GTI doing this snow? How is it in the winter? I live in Boston, or I live up north somewhere where we get snow in Ohio, Pennsylvania. How does your car do? And especially with like the lowering springs and all the mods I've done, the wheels and the tires, since they're a little bit thicker of a tire. And I wanted to talk about how winter is the double-edged sword for the Volkswagen GTI. When it starts getting into October, November, December, we start getting into what us northerners call boost season. And what boost season is the temperatures start dropping in favor of our forced induction engines. And they're able to run a lot cooler. The air intake temperatures are a lot cooler because it's not so hot out, which in turn means more performance. We had kind of like a drastic fall off. We were out in Las Vegas. It was 75 degrees. We came back and it was like 30. And I had driven my car for the first time like in a week. And it is a noticeable difference whenever you get in the car and it's colder out versus when it's like 75, 80 degrees out and it's humid. It just pulls a lot harder. The exhaust tone sounds crisper. The pops and bangs sound louder. It's just an all-around better experience in the cold. Now, when I talk about the double-edged sword, it's like you have the good of boost season and the fact that your car is going to run better, it's going to be faster, it's going to sound better. But on the flip side, you get into the fact that this car doesn't spin all the wheels to make it go forward, which can be an issue, but it doesn't have to be an issue. Hatches specifically, they have a lot of power, turbos, they're gonna have a little bit of turbo lag, can be driven in the winter easily, taking the right steps. The problem is, if you're in boost season, you're like going fast and whatnot, and there's snow on the ground, it's just not gonna make sense. It's not gonna mesh, unfortunately. But if you're a little bit more easy on the throttle, don't just go for the whole foot to the floor experience, it can still be enjoyable. So my tips for winter driving the GTI: one is get a set of snow tires. Now, I haven't personally had snow tires on this car, but I drove a Scion FRS in the winter, which is rear-wheel drive, and it was a stick, and I had straight snow tires on it. It was the best car I've ever driven in the snow, by far. If you can have the discipline to not be going crazy, not driving like a maniac in the winter, when it's snowing or when it's wet out, and you can wait for the dry days, it is definitely a good time to be driving a GTI in the colder months, specifically because of boost season. One more issue with winter coming up, and this is just performance cars in general, is you start getting into winter mixes at the gas station, and it's not just a myth that the gas stations and the people that are supplying the gas stations don't use a premium mix of gas for the winter months because they don't think that people are going to be running their performance cars. There's more stabilizers in it to keep it so it's not breaking down, at least from what I know. But you start getting into situations that could be detrimental to your engine if you're pushing it too far. I know whenever we got the S2000 tuned, it was specifically talked about that around October you start getting into the winter mix of gas that isn't actually the octane that is described, and that you have to add octane booster to it. So that might be something to look into also. If you can get past the snow and the wet days and wait out till the dry days, This car does amazing. It performs amazingly in the cold weather. It's this time of year that I always start debating, should I just go trade this thing in for a Golf R? But the reality of it is, the days out of the year that I specifically need all-wheel drive are probably less than 10. And if I can make it through those days, and plus not have a truck. So if you have a truck, that's another thing. But if you didn't have a truck, a set of snow tires will do you way better. If there was a GTI versus a Golf R, the GTI had snow tires, Golf R had all seasons. A GTI is going to spank that Golf R the whole way. Especially because Golf Rs are front-wheel drive biased anyway, so. But on that note, guys, thanks for watching this quick video. I appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know what you're thinking. See you guys in the next one. Peace.